What's going on, everybody? This is TAETRO, and today we're gonna be working on something different. You guys remember Theron from the old TAETRO app? You know how to work this thing?
He's dead!
Well, Theron's working on a brand new game for iOS, and today I'm gonna be composing some music for that game. But I brought my Akai MPK Mini Mk2, and I'm gonna try to work just with that and a launch pad, so I can kind of get a feel for the controller. But as you can see, I picked up a new hobby. I'm trying to get outdoors a little bit more, so I'm trying to longboard. If you have any suggestions for me, let me know in the comments. Alright, so like I said, getting ready to make music for this new mobile iOS game for my friend Theron, and it's a wrestling game and the music's gonna be 8-bit, so that's a really new experience for me. I'm also excited about using this guy. So let's unwrap it and get set up so we can start making some tunes. Okay, so I'm pairing the Akai MPK Mini Mk2 with a launch pad because it's so much easier just to have some control over the mixer and some clips, and then also to be able to just go play some notes, play some pads, because I lose the functionality of the Launch Key Mini with having both drum pads and session clips. It's a good pairing with the launch pad. And like I said, I'm very excited to be working on this because it's an 8-bit style and that's not something I'm used to, so I'm excited to branch out creatively. So I'll be using sounds like this. One of the things I love about working with the Akai MPK Mini is the amount of options you have right on the controller. So for instance, there's only 8 pads for playing drums, but there's also a bank select button, so you can quickly select the next octave up. There's also a CC control function. So I can assign these to, the beat repeats that I use on and off all the time, or any kind of effect changes. There's also an option for full level on the pads. So if I wanted something that was nice and strong, instead of having the subtleties of finger drumming, I can just enable that, and then we have each sample played at its full level. And since I am composing some 8-bit music, that's actually going to come in handy because I don't want a lot of acoustic nuance. I want it to sound computery, computer gamey, so I want everything to be kind of at the same level. What the heck? The note repeat function is also really good for improvising. So I've got that one sample, I just hold down note repeat and then of course there's a built-in arpeggiator. And the built-in arpeggiator also has a tap tempo button so you can sync it up. One thing I also like that the Launch Key Mini does not have is some light feedback for the Octave Display. So I can tell what octave I'm in just at a glance. A lot of times in my sessions when I try to use just one controller, I'm swapping between different instruments like leads and basses, which exist at different ranges. So I have to quickly remember what octave I'm in and how many times I have to press the octave button to get back to where I want to be. So it's just much easier to navigate, and it's one less thing I have to think about while improvising. Another very important thing to check out is this: a sustain or a foot switch port. So if you've seen my live looping tutorial with a foot switch, this controller will be perfect for that. Alright, well I gotta get to do some composing, so we'll check in after that. Alright, so I'm in the basement now because it's a really quiet spot. And since this game is an 8-bit game, it's a wrestling game, my friend Theron also asked me if I could do some sound effects. So what I'm gonna try to do is just record some sound effects straight into the Mac, no external mic, using the internal mic, use some Redux tool and try to get it to sound really bit crushed, but still have that like old fighting game Street Fighter vibe. So I don't know how it's gonna go, we're just gonna try it out. Huh! Ha! Oh! Alright, so check out what we got. Sounds pretty good to me. Hopefully Theron is digging it. But yeah, that was making some super simple 8-bit sound effects just using the built-in Mac microphone and a little bit of EQ in the Redux tool in Ableton. Very useful. Alright, after a successful creative session, it's dark, it's time to go home. Theron really liked the sound effects. That worked out really well and it was super easy. I got 2 pieces composed for the app and it sounded really good. The Akai MPK Mini helped out a lot and I'm definitely going to be coming to you with more live sessions for that. So keep those questions coming so I can answer them in a future vlog. But for now, we out. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one. Did you fly into the camera?
Yeah, I tried.
That's so sick.